How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for a new mob map to Farming Simulator 22 called Eastern North Carolina, USA. And we are going to start with the description, and it is a doozy. So, let's buckle up and enjoy this one. This is a map of Eastern North Carolina in the USA. The map was created from actual satellite photo of the area. The fields, trees, and houses are close to where they are in real life as I could make, but of course I added productions and in-game sell points that do not actually exist, therefore gameplay. So, just so you know, this is how it's actually written on the mod hub. I assume that this might not be English as a first language, but anyways, not important. Grove map has been updated for the region's weather. Most of the production area available have been added to the map. There is a wide selection of starting equipment to get you started. The production area have been edited to both hold more pallets in the spawners, and the production pallets have higher capacities. There are 47 different fields with all the field missions, 2 grass mowing, ranging from the smallest field of 0.188 hectares, which is 0.465 acres, to the largest of 15.092 hectares, 37.29 acres. Land prices have been calculated from an average land cost of the real-life area. All land areas are purchasable separately. The land where there are houses is more expensive than undeveloped land, as it would be in real life. All the houses on the map are sellable and make way for larger fields if you desire. The main farm area has a multi-fruit storage silo with a capacity of 1 million liters and will hold everything in the bulk category. Grapes have been added to the bulk category so that they can be carried in any in-game or modded trailer that carries items in the bulk category. A workshop is also on the main farm and has its own and is owned by the player. New farmer mode only. Added the ability to shred logs into wood chips at the sell point as an additional production. Includes cows, sheep, pigs, and chicken areas that need to be purchased to use. The cows, sheep, pigs areas all have added bale triggers for feeding. The cows and pigs areas have added bale triggers for straw as well. Simply leave a bale in the trigger and they will automatically empty as needed. Husbandry capacities are 250 cows, 350 pigs, 500 sheep, and 500 chickens. All animals' nav mesh areas have been redone and their pastures are custom made. Added limestone, sand, gravel, and concrete as additional fill types. Limestone can be loaded from the storage area at the concrete production plant and ground into lime. Bins of lime will be produced, or the lime can be stored in bulk at the concrete production plant in the silo to produce concrete pallets. To have the lime stored in the silo and not produce bins, the output must be changed in the productions menu from storing to distributing. Distributing is the default setting, so lime bins will not be produced. The concrete production plant will also grind stones into sand. Gravel can also be made from stones with sand as a byproduct. You will need lime, gravel, and sand to produce concrete pallets, which can be sold at the farm shop. Added cornmeal and cracked corn as additional products that can be produced at the grain mill from corn. Bins of cracked corn will be produced, or the cracked corn can be stored in bulk at the grain mill in the silo. To have the cracked corn stored in the silo and not produce bins, the output must be changed in the productions menu from storing to distributing, so the cracked corn bins will not be produced. Cornmeal can be sold at the pizzeria and supermarket. Cracked corn pallets and bins can be produced at the shop for chicken feed, or cracked corn can be produced at the grain mill. Cracked corn can also be sold at the farm shops and animal dealer. Corn oil pallets and soybean oil pallets have been added to the oil mill as additional products, or as additional productions. Corn oil and soybean oil are made from corn and soybeans with pig food as a byproduct. The oil mill will produce oil food bins when ready, and the pig food can be sold at the animal dealer, or used to feed your pigs. Whew, man. Added sunflower, oats, and cracked corn to the chicken feed. Chickens require cracked corn, which is 60% of their feed requirements, wheat, barley, sorghum, or oats, which are 20% of their feed requirements, and sunflower are 20% of their feed requirements, total of 100% productivity. Chickens must have at least one type of feed in all three categories to be productive. Added straw swaths to canola and soybeans. All the bushes are mowable. When the bushes are mowed, new meadow grass is planted in their place. The bale capacities have been increased. Custom modeled license plates for the area. Lime production point has been added to the debris crusher to make lime out of stones. Map is precision farming ready. Lime seed, solid fertilizer, and bulk mineral feed can be purchased from the silo at the main farm and at farm shops. Slurry can also be purchased at the farm shop if needed. There is a slurry/digestate storage tank located at the cow farm. Capacity is 4 million liters. Added many more ground textures to paint in-game while landscaping. Added more foliage textures to paint in-game while landscaping. There are 100 collectibles scattered throughout the map to find. There is a showcase in the dealership office to see your progress. The water plane stretches the entire area of the map. The water fill trigger also covers the entire map area. You can dig down anywhere on the map to create a pond or water feature and have an active water fill trigger anywhere. Now this is the cool part about the comments here. I'm sorry, about the description, at least in my opinion. Any comments, suggestions, or to report bugs, floating trees, etc., email mactrucker921@gmail.com. And as you may have guessed, the author of this map was mactrucker921, and the file size of this map is 328.09 megabytes to download. Whew, okay, let's take a breath. Now, as you can see, this is the map. Where do we start on it? Right here, almost in the center of the map, a little bit further north of center. What do we start out with on the map? Well, you start out with farmlands 74, 27, 24, 25. Now the remaining farmlands that you see highlighted in blue, those are production points or sell points on the map that you have access to, including the main shop right here on farmland 60, which means that we do have access to the periphery. We have the ability to purchase pretty much every area on this map. I don't recall seeing a single place where we were not able to purchase. Yep. So looking at the animals, you do not start with any animals off the bat, but there are pens placed on the map as the description read. You do have to purchase them, and we will cover where they're located in a moment. There are contracts on this map. You do not start with any production chains, and there are collectibles, 100 in total, and they are the Elm Creek collectibles. So we are going to take a look at mods and starting equipment. So our starting equipment off the bat, you can see we start with a Massey Ferguson 8S 205, as well as a Massey Ferguson 3670. So those are both medium tractors. Under harvesters, we start with a Case Axle Flow 7150. Under cars, we have the Lizard Pickup 1986. Under trailers, we have the 30-foot flatbed auto-loading small square bale trailer. Under headers, we have the header for the Case, the 3550 TerraFlex 28-footer. Under stone pickers, we have the Elho Scorpio 550. Under mulchers, we have the TMC Cancela TJP 610. Under cultivators, we have the Lemken Smurged 9/500K modded. Not quite sure what's modded about that. Now that's just got me curious. Where are the cultivators? Why am I... Oh, it's because I blew right by him. 5 meters, 980. 5 meters. Oh, working speed, I think, is increased to 15 miles an hour. Okay, so that's a pretty cool mod. Under seeders, we have the Lemken Solitaire 12. Oh, and that's something I just noticed. The Lemken has been modified as well, and it does all your crops with the exception of potatoes, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like it's everything but potatoes. Under fertilizer spreaders, we have the Amazone ZATS 3200 modded. It looks like it's able to accept both lime and fertilizer. Under front loaders, we have the Hauer XB 190. Front loader tours, we have the Albut bale spike. And we have the Nardi header trailer for our header. Under mods and DLCs, we do have quite a bit of stuff here. So to start out with, we have cracked corn, which is one of the things you'll need for your chickens. You have another bin for cracked corn, which is the larger one. So the first one is 2,000 liters. This one is 4,000, which that price doesn't work out in my head. You might as well just stick with this one, even though it's 2,000 liters. You're paying 950 bucks for this. Oh wait, no, corn bin. Yeah, so it's the same product. Sorry, I'm just noticing this difference here. So might as well just stick with the small pallet here. You also get the large lime bin, 6,000 liters. Large limestone bin, 6,000 liters. Large pig food bin for $4,750. You get 6,000 liters. There's that Amazone ZATS 3200 modded. We have the K-brand SW440 color. Looks like the foil. Oh, wow. Look at all that different foil color. Yep. That's exactly what that is. Here's the Lemkens Smurged. Smurged. 9/500K modded. We have the Pottinger Novacat 301 AMED Pro color. What's the story with this? Oh, just a whole lot of different colors. That's kind of cool. The Pottinger Novacat A10 cross flow color. So again, probably more colors. The Pottinger Impress 185 VC Pro modded. Is this one also colors? Maybe wrapper colors? Well, it's definitely colors. Oh yeah, foil, the whole 9 yards. This one you can customize pretty well. There's the Lemken Solitaire 12 that has all the different planting types. The Elho Scorpio 550. I wonder what's changed about this. Maybe the size of the bin, 4,000 liters. I think the standard is 2,000. Yep, exactly it. Whew, there's a lot of stuff in this this map. Oh, hey, we got a custom case IH Magnum 340-400 series special edition. Ooh, 850 horsepower tractor. Ooh, I like that. Very cool. Here's that 30-foot flatbed auto loading small square bale trailer. You have the Claas Lexion 8900 modded. That one looks like it's increased capacity. You have the K-brand Axis 40.2 M EMCW. Looks like it's been modded to accept both fertilizer and lime. And looks like we reached the end of the modded stuff there. If we go into the build mode though, we will see that there are plenty of other modded stuff. So nothing under sheds. We do get stuff under silos. You can see here the Eastern North Carolina USA mod down at the very bottom that indicates the mod map modification. We have the manure heap under silo extensions, nothing under containers, nothing under tools, and we do have the farmhouse, the Eastern North Carolina farmhouse. Under productions, we have a bunch of productions. You can see here we have the cereal factory, bakery, sugar mill, grain mill plus, oil mill, carpentry, dairy, grape processing unit, spinnery, tailor shop, concrete production, biogas. I mean, we've got a lot under that. Under selling points, we got several more. We got the debris crusher, the supermarket, pizzeria, and restaurant. Nothing under greenhouses. We do have an orchard, though, and it looks like the difference here is that the space in between the rows is slightly wider than the standard. I think the standard for the rows width on the grapes and olives are 3 meters, maybe 2.5. This one is 3.5. And then nothing under generators. We do have the government subsidies, which we will need to put a couple of those down and fast forward some time because there's going to be a few things that we need to buy. There we go. Now, under animals, we have a cow barn that's been modded. We also have pigs, sheep, chickens, nothing under bees, and nothing under others. We have nothing in fences, nothing in lights, but we do have an others category, the small carport. And then under landscaping, as it said in the description, there are quite a few different paintable swatches. And there's several trees and plants as well. So very cool. A lot of options on this map. Now, one thing I will say right off the very get-go, I think there's going to be an update that is going to be needed. And I'm sure that Mac Trucker's email is going to fill up rather quickly. So to kind of show what I'm talking about, I'm going to come grab this big Massey over here and then go grab the trailer. So what you'll notice is that this is the trailer with the extension. This is supposed to be able to hold, at least as far as I'm aware, it's supposed to be able to hold and grains and whatnot. There is a cover over top of it, as you can plainly see. There's a cover. I get no options to take off the cover. Now if I, let's see, up or down. Okay, that just raises and lowers it. Yeah, so I haven't found any single option on here. If I take it up to this point up here, I cannot load anything into it. And you can see down at the bottom, I have no option to show or indicate a fill limit whatsoever. But if you go into your shop over there and modify it, it will allow you to modify it to a normal trailer, and once you modify it to a normal trailer, you can then fill it up using those fill points. So we start out here at the farm. As you saw, right behind us, directly behind us, is our sleep trigger. Over here is a repair trigger. And as you saw over here, some of our starting equipment. Let's see. This is the seed, lime, solid fertilizer, and mineral feed buy point. So you can buy any of those products loose from here. Some more of our starting equipment. We do have a gas station, a gas pump right here on our starting farm. And then coming around here, we have a modded farm silo. This is the farm silo that is modified to take bulk crop items and will do up to 1,000,000 liters. Now from here, we're going to grab our truck. And we're going to head out the farm. Actually, here, one thing I'm going to do just really fast is speed up time just a couple, just to get some money available to us. That'll be plenty. Okay. So we leave our kind of main farmland there, and we go down this really long driveway. You can see up here fields 24 and 25 we both own. They both are ready to harvest if I remember correctly. One has sorghum, the other has wheat. And they're pretty decent sized fields, so you get pretty good yields out of them. You know what, that's something I didn't show right off the bat. Different field prices. So if we click on the various fields, now one thing I did notice, and again I think this might be addressed in an update, if you click on something, it takes it just a few seconds for it to finally kind of activate. But you see there is quite a range of the values for each of the individual fields. You can see here, like this one is $20,000. It's not that large of a field. You then have these kind of little blips of housing and whatnot that you can purchase, and you got 40,000, 20,000, 50, 40, 39,000, and we go up to the farmlands again, 300,000, 400,000, almost another 400,000. So anyways, you can get a pretty wide range of prices based on the size of the fields. Like if you go to 37 down here, farmland 37, 77,698. So not bad prices. You can certainly buy, plots scattered throughout the map and kind of build your way up from there. And right out front, right out of our driveway, is our first production plant. This is the grape processing unit. You can purchase this for $80,000, and you've got your outputs here and your inputs right over here. Come out front towards the main road, and then here is the main shop. Shop trigger is right here, and repair trigger is over here, as well as another gas point. Now they said there was a way to track progress from the shop of the toys you collect. I wonder if they pop up here. I'm not sure. So hop in our truck. You are kind of on this two-way highway, with kind of grown in grass in between. There are little like turn points and turnaround points, but they're kind of spread out. So if you're not looking to kind of field cut or anything like that, then you're going to have to kind of trek a long ways to get around the map. Here we have the biomass heating plant. This is where you can take your lumber or your wood or your wood chips and sell it for money. Wood sell point trigger is right here. Directly in front of us is the sawmill. If we come around the back side here, took me a few seconds to realize where the factory button was. The buy production point here is worth $100,000. And again, we'll go ahead and purchase this just real fast. And you can see, you can take your wood, 60 wood in, makes 80 planks and 3 wood chips. But you can just take your wood and do a 1-to-1, cut to wood chips. So that's kind of a cool little addition there. And let's see. Wood chips. You can get wood chips out of here. And then come around to here. This is our main input for the wood. Trigger point is right here to sell. And then your outputs are up here in front. We'll take off from there. To our next point of interest. Right here. Alright, I don't know why I turned that off. Right here is the Farm Shop South sell point. This is the debris crusher. Now this is a modified debris crusher. It works like a production point. You can purchase it for $10,000, and you put stones in, you get lime out. So it's a 500 to 400 ratio. Back here is the Farm Shop Sell Point bales. So you can take your bales and sell them there. Back here you have a purchasing point for slurry. At least according, I didn't test it, but according to the description, that should be what that is there. Up front is another seed, lime, fertilizer, and mineral feed buy point. And this is what I mean about those kind of, turning points, turnaround points. And they're pretty spread out on this main strip here, so there's going to be a little ways to go. This is the carpentry. You can purchase this for $60,000. And you've got your outputs there and your inputs just around the back side here. Also a wood sell point as well. Oh man, I don't know why I keep turning off my engine. Okay, now head in this direction. And again, I can see that there's going to be several updates that are potentially needed. You'll see coming up here pretty soon, because we're cutting through some woods. There's some trees that are planted right in the middle of the road or right on top of the road. They're not floating or anything, so they might be there on purpose, but it will make these kind of back roads a little bit more difficult to traverse. Like that one right there. You can see right in the middle of the track. So, not sure if that's meant to be there. It's supposed to be something you're supposed to avoid. Cut it down. I don't know. But, possible update for that one. Oh, hey. There we go. Now, we are going to stop right here. Over to our right, this is the concrete production plant. All the way in the back, and you can see there's the trigger to purchase. You can purchase this for $296,000. We will purchase that, and then you can see these are all the various things that you can do with this production point. You can create lime from limestone, so 6 limestone in, 4 lime out. You can create gravel from stones, with the byproduct being sand. You can also make sand with stones, and concrete using a mixture of lime, gravel, and sand. You can make concrete. And you've got several outspouts here. You got one for your gravel. Over here you got for your lime. You've got your pallet spawn back here for your outputs. Here you have sand. And here you have your inputs. I think that was all the spouts. Just let me double check real fast. I'd hate to... Yep, that appears to be it. So, right across the way here, looks like there's a whole pile of stones or gravel or something just sitting here on the map. And it looks like you should be able to kind of pick this up. Now, I did bring a shovel over here, and that's something that just dawned on me. Let's see, if I look at the shop, sorry, bear with me. I purchased this shovel, the All But shovel. Does this show? Okay, so this does show that it can handle limestone, gravel, and sand, as well as stones. So this bucket should have picked up the this stuff here. Now, according to the description, this is something that should be able to be picked up. I wasn't able to do it. So this might be another update that needs to be made. I did purchase this. I did purchase this map, and I'm sorry, this part of the map. I can't talk today. I did purchase this production point, and by purchasing the production point, also purchased the land here. I purchased the land and the production point to give this a try, and it didn't work for me. So might be something I'm doing wrong. That's always possible. But yeah. Anywho. Moving on to our next production point. You can see it directly in front of us there. And through this gate, we have the spinnery. The spinnery can be purchased for $60,000. Inputs right here, outputs right behind it. And as you can see, there are collectibles we mentioned before. They are the Elm Creek collectibles, $1,000 each. That's your freebie. Now back here, and I'll show this one, and there are others on the map, and you'll be able to very plainly see them on the map themselves. This is the water fill point. So basically anywhere where you see open water, it has the trigger to be able to be filled up, to fill up your tankers and stuff with water. So this is a kind of dedicated fill spot back here, which is really nice. It's kind of pretty back here. Kind of little oasis tucked away. Come back up the road. Avoid the gate in the road. And then right up here is our next production point. This is the bakery. Can be purchased for $50,000. You have your inputs right here, your outputs in the back. Now we come back here to the main road. And now we take this all the way to the end. Ooh. Okay. So now that we're here, we're going to check out where we've been and where we've and what we've seen. So looking at the map, let's come out. We started here, almost center of the map, right here at our farm. We took in all the various items here, the lime seed, fertilizer, and mineral feed buy point, the gas station, the farm silo, the house, repair trigger, all that. We then came down this main road here, and we saw the grape processing unit, came out, saw the main shop, the vehicle shop buy point, as well as the gas station and repair trigger. We came out, we went west on this main highway here, and we saw the biomass heating plant, as well as the sawmill and the wood chips output. Went further west, went up here, and we saw the farm shop south, the debris crusher, as well as the farm shop south bales, and the another lime seed, fertilizer, and mineral feed buy point. Came out, continued west until we came to a turnaround point, and then we came in, we saw the carpentry, came back out to the main strip, came down this little lane between these two fields, down here, came around, continued down south to the concrete production plant. We then came out, down and around, up between 42 and 39, and then came back between 40 and 39 to see the spinnery, and then came down here and checked out the water fill point. Back out north to the bakery, to where we came back to that main highway, went all the way to the east. Was I saying east the whole time earlier? I meant west. If I was saying east earlier, I meant west, heading west. Then we were now heading east. Hit this little turnaround right before the edge of the map, and now we are here at the animal dealer. Animal dealer is right here. If you have pens active on the map, we are coming up on those purchasable pens that are already pre-installed onto the map. You can use this. And over here is the animal dealer feed sales sell point. Leaving here, going right next door. This is the grain sell point south. This grate right here. And then over here is the cereal factory. Come around to the back side here. Cereal factory can be purchased for $110,000. Let's back away because it's really loud. Inputs right there, outputs right there. And heading down a little bit further. To our next production point, which is right here. This is the Grain Mill Plus. This here again, back up because it's really loud. This is a mod that has been released on ModHub, all by itself. So you may or may not be familiar with it. I will purchase it for for $96,000. And you can see you can make wheat flour, barley flour, oat flour, sorghum flour, cornmeal. So you take corn and make cornmeal. And cracked corn. So you take your corn, make cracked corn. Inputs right here. Outputs right here. Continuing on down. And we come across our first animal pen. Now, first time I was kind of touring around here, I completely missed this. I kind of blended in with the house and all this stuff back here. And what I noticed first is the pen in front of us, the pig pen. But this here is the chicken pen. So let's take a look at the map. And we'll catch back up where we were. So we're here at the animal dealer. We saw the animal dealer feed sale point. Went over to the grain sell point south, and then saw the cereal factory. Came out, saw the Grain Mill Plus, and then came up this road, and now we are here. Now, if we click on the basically the farmlands view of the map, you see farmland number 71. If we purchase that for $29,193, we now have chickens available to us. Now, one thing I'm going to do, because there is some differences between this chicken coop that's pre-installed on the map compared to most other maps, I am going to put in, just some chickens, just to... There we go. Now, if we go to our main menu... Oh, here, let me give the highlights of this real quick. This chicken pasture can hold up to 500 chickens. I already mentioned the price of it. And you didn't start with any chickens to start. We loaded them in. Farmland 71. Yes, sorry. I'm reading my notes, making sure I got everything. Now, if you look here, you'll see that there's a portion for cracked corn, wheat, barley, sorghum, and oats, and sunflowers. So you require at least something of each one of those types in order to get your 100% capacity or productivity for your chickens. So if you want them to be producing at their maximum level, that's what you need. You need to have one of each of those bars filled and can't exceed the total capacity of that feed. So I'm not sure what the total capacity is at the moment, but you do need those. And to remind you, they put this little sign right up front here that lets you know that you can put in wheat, sorghum, barley, cracked corn, oats, and sunflower. Now, moving just down the road, ever so slightly. We have this. If we go back to our Farmlands menu and look at Farmland 70, go ahead and purchase that for $52,228. We now have, pigs. This is the pigsty large. You can have 350 pigs here. Your feed goes in here, and your slurry output is back here. And by purchasing this, you also get access to this manure heap. So if you put in your straw, which I believe goes here. No, that's your fill point for your extraction point for your manure. Okay, I'm thinking straw is over here, maybe? I'm not 100% sure on this particular pen. So, my guess is you put a straw bale down. Oh, hey. Little piggy over there. Anywho. And right here in front of us, we have our wardrobe trigger. And on this side, this is the tailor shop. You can purchase for $100,000. Inputs there, outputs around the back. Let's see, if I remember right, we make a right. Yes. So you can see over by field 33, just towards the east and southern portion of 33, next to that little whoop-de-doo, you've got a little blue dot. That's just another water fill point. Again, anywhere where there's water on this map, you should be able to fill directly from it. We need to go this way. I think we make a left here. Then a right, another right. Nope, 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 nope. Turn around. I hashed that one up. It was a left, then a right. Follow the railroad tracks. Now, I have yet to see an actual train or anything come on these tracks. I'm not sure if they're actually functional, but it's possible. Just keep your head up if you're crossing the track. And here's our next point of interest. Now this is the oh, I need to flip my page over. I got tons of notes here. This is the Farm Shop North sell point, as well as the Farm Shop North bales sell point. Over here you have the lime seeds, fertilizer, and mineral feed buy point, as well as another slurry buy point. Come back out, head down the road, back behind this house here there is another lake. You can kind of see it back there. That is again another water fill point. Now this is something that I find very interesting and a cool little detail. If you look at this sign right here, Elwood Holiday Road, Pulp Mill Road. Like that's just cool. I mean, just little extra layer of detail. Off to our right is the pizzeria. This is a sell point right back here in the back. And then further down the road, this is the oil mill. We will purchase this because there is something special about it. You can purchase it for $80,000. You can see just your typical sunflower, canola, and olive oils, but you also have corn oil with a byproduct of pig food, as another corn oil, and that's from cracked corn with additional pig food as a byproduct. Soybean oil can be made here as well. So check that out. Inputs here, outputs over there. Go further down the road here. And this is the grain sell point north, right here. You have to backtrack out. Now let's go ahead and check out where we've been and what we've seen up until this point before we continue. Go back to our map. So we were here at the chickens. We then came out and saw the pigs, the manure heap, as well as the tailor shop. Came out, went up this roadway here, pointed at this water fill point right here. We came out around across the road tracks around this farmhouse here, and we took in these various sell points: the farm shop north, the lime seed, fertilizer, and mineral feed buy point, as well as the farm shop north bales. We came out, we drove past the water fill point here, came to this kind of side or this main road here. We took in the pizzeria sell point, came up, saw the oil mill, came this side road and took in the grain sell point north, came back out to the main road down south where we came in through this kind of laneway here, and now we are here. If we go to the farmlands map and we look at farmland number 72, we purchased this for $160,779. We now have access to cows. So right here is a slurry pit where we can, take all of our slurry out. This cow barn can hold up to 250 cows. Over here is our milk trigger. There we go. Our feed input is right here. I believe our bales are accepted here. Our like straw bales are accepted there as well. Oh, I'm sorry. So there's two slurry points. So that slurry pit is wholly separate from the slurry that is produced by the barn. I don't know if they feed into each other or not. That would be something worth looking into. And over here, manure pit. Okay. Hop back into our truck. Come out the main road, make a left, followed by a right. And over here, we have the dairy. We will stop right there. And purchase this for $70,000. Inputs right here. And outputs around the back right there. We then come back out and around the back side to get back on this little pathway. And then we get to see our next animal pen right here. Again, we were at the cows. We checked out the cow barn as well as the manure heap and the liquid manure tank. Came out this side road here to the main strip. Went north. Around here, we took in the dairy, came back out, and now we're here. We go into the farmlands map, look at number 73, and purchase it. We now have access to sheep. 500 sheep can be held in this pen. Food goes in here. Your wool and your wool comes out here. And from here I need to turn around. I could use a bit of leveling. Come out to this main road. Head south. And off to our right in the back is the supermarket sell point. Oh, I forgot about that. Off to our left here is the restaurant sell point. Go up this gravel driveway. And here is the sugar mill. Can be purchased for $80,000. Outputs over there. Inputs are right there in the back. Alright, now we are coming up on our last point of interest. Back out and back up the drive. And right here we have our biogas plant. This can be purchased for $580,000. And just the standard, products can go in, and digestate is what you're going to get out of it. You are going to get your electricity and your methane as well, but those are just going to sell automatically on the hour. Inputs for solids goes here. Inputs for liquids goes here. There are several output spouts, one of them being here, and I noticed that there's another output spout here around the backside. And that is the map. I Yep, that is the map. You do get a couple of bunker wait, what? Closed. Oh, the gate. You can close the gate. Okay. I was really confused there for a second. Um, so anyways, opinion time. What do I think of this? Let me step away from this just so it's a little quieter. What do I think of this map? Well, with the couple of updates that are probably going to need to be done, factoring those updates in, I would give this, if I was ranking this 0 to 5, I'd give it a 3. Now, don't let that fool you. I really, really like this map. Really like this map. Those issues gets fixed in an update, then I could see giving this a 4, maybe even a 4.5. Like this is a really good map in my opinion. Whoa. What? Whoa. Okay, maybe something else that needs to be fixed. That was weird. I am glad I got that on video. Um, anyways, you know what? With that kind of with that big of a glitch, like that's pretty huge right there. I'll knock that down to a 2.5. That was jarring, very jarring indeed. So yeah, once the update gets fixed though, I'm sorry, once those things get fixed, the trees in the road, the uh, trailer having issues loading into it right off the bat, um, some kind of smoothing, texturing, stuff like that, across railroad tracks, making it a little bit less jarring going over them. Um, Things like that. And those are my opinions. Those are things that I think need to be fixed. You might disagree with me, or Mac Trucker might also disagree with me. But anyways, 2.5. But fix those things, it'll be a solid 4.5 for me. What I love about this map are just the colors are very kind of toned down. There's plenty of colors going on, but they're again not very cartoonish. Like you get these flowers and stuff here, but because the grass is so tall, they kind of blend in. Unless you're standing right on top of them, you're not going to see them. Now, I currently live in the south. I'm a little bit further south than this map says, but I've been through Carolina several times. I know what it looks like. I know what the country looks like, and this is pretty accurate. Like the Mac Trucker did an amazing job on this map. I really like it. I know it's kind of an overlay of a real life area. You can kind of see the on the PDA, the fields and stuff, the actual GPS or a satellite image that they use to kind of true this up and make this into what it is. But they did an amazing job. I think they hit this one out of the park. It's just those couple little issues and things that will need to be fixed to take this from what should be a great map and push it over into the greatness category. Um, but yeah, that's what I think. If you enjoyed this map tour, please let me know by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing to show that you're engaged with this channel and you like the content. That being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.